Hi, I'm Jerry Dreger. We're here at Dreger's Clubhouse in Seattle, Washington, and I want to show you this beautiful, stunning Emberglo Mustang. It's got the pony interior in it. It's got a Harzt cloth canvas top that matches the top. It's a tan colored top on there. This car has been totally taken apart and rebuilt. It's all new paint, new interior. The carpets were old that were in it and they looked good, but Andrew wasn't happy with them, so he put brand new carpets in it, and we have pictures of the floorboards when he had them out so you can see how good it is underneath. This has got a 289 engine, but it's been bored and stroked, and it's now a 347 cubic inch engine in it. It's an automatic transmission, and it's got a 9-inch Ford rear end in it. And it's got a big heavy-duty sway bar, which you'll see when you see the Underside videos. I want to tell you, this is a nice car. I mean, it is a sharp-looking car, and it runs quite well. It's fun to drive. The seats are even contoured in it to hold you well. Now, I got to tell you, this side is really nice, just like the other side. They're both just really good. These wheels look nice. Everything matches nice. It all looks good. It's clean. Oh, that was just a hair or something. Anyway, the doors open and close good, and the windows work good. You can see there. This is what you call a nice car. And the doors close nice. I actually closed it a little harder than I should have. But all this looks great. This all looks good through here. Everything looks nice. It's really straight. It has the holes in here for the Mustang emblem, but it doesn't have it on. On the other side, it doesn't have any holes. That's just the way we got it. We haven't done anything about it. Most people will never notice it. Anyway, everything looks just beautiful on this car. Now the front end of this car, it's like everything, just like I said before, the hood is really nice. All this is nice. I see a little chip right there, and there's a little spot right there. It may rub off. Anyway, the grille looks nice. Everything looks good. The bumpers look good. The bumper guards look good. All this along here looks good. To open the hood here, you just reach right underneath here, and you lift up, and you can see. I mean, look at how nice this is in here. This car is finished really nice, and the engine compartment's really clean and nice. And it closes good. Everything looks good across here. You always rub something and get a little better than what it is. No, I think you'll like it. Now I got to tell you, I look down this car and I can sit here and look down the sides of it, and it's just straight as can be. It's got good reflection in it. The paint here is good. I see good reflection there. I don't see any flaws anywhere. We have these super light wheels. They're made in Australia. And it's got Michelin tires on here. They're like brand new tires, and they really work well. They handle well. This car really handles nice too. It's a little above average. We do not have the emblem on here. It says Mustang right there. Got the rocker moldings. All that looks good. This is all real nice. All this looks good. This all looks good across here. Oh, that was just something on there. Static holding it on, evidently. Everything looks good. These doors, the windows work good. And the doors close good too. Well, I gotta give it a little more shove than that, I guess. But they close good. And of course the rest of this all looks just beautiful. The top matches the interior, the boot top there matches the interior. This is all real nice. There's a little spot right there. There, it looks like a brush touch right there. Of course the back end of this Mustang looks like the rest of it. It's beautiful all around. And we have backup lights on here. The bumper guards are nice. You can see the tips of the exhaust coming in there a little bit. Got a fancy locking gas cap. The trunk, it opens up real easy. You just put the key in and turn it, of course, and there it is up. And you can see how nice this is all finished. I mean, this car is finished really, really nice. You got to close them sometimes a bit. And I noticed there's a couple, there's like a, oh, it's, you know what it is? I thought it was something bad, but it's like pitch or tar, tree pitch or something like that on there. So that'll come off easy enough. Anyway, everything, the taillight doors, everything here, they all look great. As you can see, this Mustang has the deluxe pony interior in it, and we got with the door panels, and we got the remote mirror down here. We've got the wood grain steering wheel in here, and it's got wood grain on the dash and on the glove box. This dash pad is beautiful. Now I got to tell you, this is a beautiful interior, and the way it's finished, the back, everything looks really good. I like the color combination on this. And with the boot and everything, and you can just see how beautiful it is. And of course you can see these carpets. Oh, and one other thing too, we have seat belts, 2 seat belts in the back, and we got seat belts in the front. So you got seat belts in this car, so you're in good shape. Now these got the Mustang seats in it, but they've got another feature on here that I've not seen. This is built out right here, and so it'll saddle you into the seat here. And the same here, this is built up a little bit bigger in here. So it comes up, so when you sit in this car, it holds you in place. Again, I want to show you something underneath here that I always look at. Now, this has all been replaced, and this is new. A lot of times when you look at these Mustangs, they get dampness in them, and then this is one of those spots the moisture will collect, and then you'll have tarnish and pitting and even rust sometimes where it's pretty bad. So this thing is all, again, just like new. Okay. Now you can see that this clock is running, but I want to tell you it sticks every now and then and doesn't run, and I've tapped on it before. But the tack, as you can see, works good here, and you can see the gauges all going up like they're supposed to. Wipers, that's not the wipers are over here, and they're 2-speed too, so that's nice. And we got the lights, turn signals. We even have cruise control on this car, and it works. It was been added. The radio, it doesn't do much of anything. I can hear it snap a little bit, but that's all I can hear. The heater works great. Fan blows good. These controls are nice. So that all works good. We even have a little glove box down here that's in the console. Okay. Of course, in the glove box here, we have the 4-way flasher right here. And we have the handbook, but I look at this handbook, I'm sure that's a brand new handbook, reproduction one. I just wanted to show you this door jamb on here. I mean, all 4 door jambs are like this, very clean. Now I'm going to turn on the lights for you. High beam, that's low beam, there's high beam again. Turn signals, right side, left side, wipers, and they're 2 speeds too, so which is pretty slick. And we have a horn. It's got an air horn. Oops, Andrew jumped on that. You see that? That was pretty good. He wasn't expecting that. Okay, so you saw the turn signals, left turn signal, right turn signal, brake lights. Now here's the reverse lights. I know this is a real nice day to put a top up, but I want to show you how the top works. Now this Mustang has a manual top, so we got to take the tab, pull the top thing off and get it over in here. The other thing, it's got a little clamp right here, and you just pull that clamp ahead, lift this side up a little bit, and finish taking off the boot here. Just set it in there. That's usually what I do. I very seldom ever take off, but you also have to remember to lift that off, and then this tops will just go up. They're spring loaded, so they work pretty damn good. And also I always leave these down unclamped. And here, come back here, Andrew. I want to show them this here. This has got a glass rear window in it here. It wasn't zipped up, so I didn't have to unzip it. And if you're like me, I never put the tops up on these things, so that's okay. Now I just get in here. And again, I take these clamps and I always have them on. And you sometimes have to pull back here on the back here. And then you get this in there. Oops, I got to get in the right spot. Sometimes when they haven't been up for a while, it takes a little bit. And again, you do the same thing on this side. And that's the top, putting it up. Same with taking it down. Just reach it here and unclamp those. And again, I lift this up a little bit and close those clamps. There we go. Get my big body out of here. And you can see this, the Harzt cloth top on here. I mean, that's very rich feeling, and they look really great. And of course, with the top down, we don't have to fold the rear window or anything else. Just push this thing down, put it down here, it'll clamp on, and you can start putting the boot on. But you don't want to watch me put the boot on, you just want to see how the top works, and it works just fine. And that's all there is to putting the top on, up and down, I should say. Well, let's look at the inside of this trunk. And of course, as we showed you earlier, this is all beautiful in here, and it's been all redone. There is no spare tire, but you have the spare tire cover, and you have the tool bag, which we don't have anything of. And as you look here, you can see this is one of the first places I always look at a Mustang is around here when I'm inside. And this is great shape. This is all real nice there, and clean. And the same on this side, right here. And we could have cleaned this up a little bit. There's a little bit of sand there, but this is all nice in here, good and solid. All this is through here. It's got a cover over the gas tank, and it looks like a new gas tank underneath there. Anyway, you can see this is all real nice. And you can see how the rough spot is on the inside of the fender. That's the way they come from the factory, like that. But if you look on this side over here, I wanted to show you this. This fender's been reworked in here. It's all smooth in here, and it's been welded right in here. I just wanted to show you that. Does not show up on the outside at all. Let's open up the hood, take a look at this engine on here. Now, I want to tell you, this is a 289 engine that's been bored and stroked. It is now a 347 cubic inch engine. That's another reason why it's got the 9-inch Ford rear end underneath it. We have power steering on here. Your VIN number is right here where it's supposed to be. We've got a gauge on here, and we'll show you that working too. And you can see back here we have the dual master cylinder there, and it's power disc brakes on the front, so that's all good. And look at how clean this engine compartment is, and how this engine, of course, it's all brand new. It's all been rebuilt. Everything looks great. This radiator looks like it's brand new. I mean, the solenoids here look new. We've even added a couple of things on here for high beam and low beam on the lights. I've never seen that before, but it's got it. Now underneath here, we'll take a look and see what kind of carburetor we got on here. And you can see, if you look down in here, you can see the headers on there. It's got the headers that go back into that stainless steel exhaust system. And I think those are stainless steel too, just the way they look. And you can see, we got an Edelbrock carburetor on there, and it all looks real good. It just, I mean, this car is set up very nice. It runs great. It's got a lot of horsepower, and I can't get that on the center stud there. There we go. So you can see that this car has been set up really well, and it works really, really nice. And you'll be real happy with taking it to car shows. Looking at this Mustang on the underside is very interesting. I mean, this thing is kind of hot rodded, and so they built the underside to match the 347 cubic inch engine. So it's got these heavy duty springs on here, and I look at this outside of the fender here. It's still got the original drain vents in here. I mean, this thing's good and solid. There is a couple of issues in it, but there's also a little bit of it got nicked in here, I can see, after it was painted. I don't know by how or when. That's just the way we bought it. We haven't done anything that way. And the drain vent's in here, but it doesn't have the rubber boot on it. And of course, it's got this 9-inch Ford rear end in here, so it's beefy with the heavy duty, the drive shaft and all that. It looks really good. Like I said, it's got a 9-inch Ford rear end under, but it's got the standard stock Mustang brakes on here, which is plenty for this car. You wouldn't need the 9-inch brakes. And again, you can see how good this is, solid and everything. You gotta like these MagnaFlow mufflers here, stainless steel, look great. Now we believe that both these floor pans here have been replaced. It looks like it along here on both sides. But you know, the rest of this all looks real good and solid. The frame all looks good. All this up in here underneath on the tunnel there, it all looks real good too. So, I mean, this is a good solid car. As you can see, this big heavy-duty exhaust system where they come in here and they go back out. Right here, if you notice this piece here, normally this plate goes across here. So what they did, they built it up in and went across and came back down so the exhaust system would set in there very well. Very nicely done. You can see right here, there's something right here. It might be rust bubbles, but I have a feeling it isn't. I don't know, it's solid. We just haven't messed with it. This is an area I always like to look at on a Mustang and check these rockers out. Now the drain vent is in here like we like it. This is all, you can feel the welds in here. It's just the way it's supposed to be. And of course right here we have the numbers stamped in here. So I mean, this hasn't been bondoed over or anything along here, and you can't see it back here very well, but back here is the rear vent. The driver's side rocker arm is the same way. The drain vent's in here good. All this is good. It's not all banged up. The numbers are in here again, so you know it's not been filled in. You can see the weld marks, and the drain vent is here, just like you want to find them. You can see the bottom of this C4 automatic transmission is all clean because it's been all rebuilt, and it all looks good. Now this thing has been undercoated here, and you know, some people do that for soundproofing. I don't think he's trying to hide anything because we can kind of see everything we're looking at, but every now and then you get these little pieces like that, you can flake off of it. That's undercoat, not rust. Now you can see the underside here. I mean, like the starter motor here, it's got the small compact starter motor on this thing, the power steering. You can see these aren't, like this is all new. And of course this 347 stroker engine has got a bigger oil pan on here to hold more oil, which you'd like to do on it. This gives you an idea how big this oil pan is here. It's been additional oil capacity. You can see up in here that all the motor mounts are all new. Look at the size of this sway bar here on here. Big sway bar. We got disc brakes on the front here. I mean, this car is set up to handle and go fast. I mean, it's just really set up nice. Now, you can see the disc brakes right here, and I look up in here and I see new springs on here, new shocks. I mean, all this looks like a brand new piece in here. And of course, all this has been, you know, this car has been well restored the way they did it. They did a nice job on it. I mean, I think this is stainless steel fuel line on here, and a lot of the brake lines have been replaced. And I mean, I just see a lot of new stuff everywhere I look on this car. Great sounding. It's a beautiful day here in Seattle, and I hope you get a good chance to see how this car runs and drives. Now it's got a 347 bored and stroked engine in it, and it's got a cam in it, so it doesn't idle real smooth, as you can see right here. And that's just the way it is. It's not going to be any different than that. If you want a smooth running car, this is not the one to buy. So now we'll get it out. We're heading for the freeway, so you get a chance to see how this thing runs and drives down the freeway. Now we're heading up onto I-5, so you get a chance to see this thing go down the freeway. That gives you an idea of what it's like going down the freeway. It's a good-looking car in great condition, and it runs quite well. That gives you an idea how fast it goes. I'll step on it again. That's fun. Now you get a chance to see this car from the other side, on the driver's side, and you can see it. It runs quite well. Yes, it's a nice car. It's fun. I don't know what else to tell you. And it has cruise control too. And it feels really good on these corners like this. Even though I got to slow down for my wife, it just handles really, really good. That's a fun car. Well, we're back to Drager's Clubhouse, and I hope you enjoyed this drive today and this nice, stunning Mustang convertible. I mean, it is a nice piece. You'll be real happy with it. Give us a call at 206-533-9600. We'd be more than happy to talk to you about it.
I'm Andrew Drager, and if you have any questions about this vehicle, please don't hesitate to call or email us.
I'm Jerry Drager, and we're a father-son team, and we hope you enjoyed the video and understand that we really try really hard to go over the vehicle with this video to show you everything. Doesn't mean that I get every single spot or anything else, but I try, and Andrew and I both work really hard to make sure the vehicles are in top shape before they leave here. You got any questions, always give us a call or email us. We'd be more than happy to talk to you. We really invite you to come see them. And if you can't, you should have them inspected. I think it's really important to make sure you understand what you're buying.